Big is you fucking with me, then you fuck with Cisco. We gon' make it anarchy. Every day is Saturday. Biggest thing in comedy. Niggas stop the flattery. He dropping all this money, but he never dropping calories. We keep these niggas on their toes.
But that's the thing about podcasts. We were just talking about it before we started recording this. That like we do different podcasts, and you don't know.
Yeah, because if it's a comedian doing it, you don't know if it's a comedy podcast, and especially if you're supposed to be funny or if it's just conversational.
Yeah,
you
know? I mean, dude. To be honest with me, there's no real direction with my podcast.
Yeah.
Like I had a porn star here, right? So Angelina Castro, and it wasn't. It was funny, but it was informational, and it was provocative. You know what I'm saying? So it's different.
She was a porn star, so you didn't expect her to have sex.
No, exactly. Like, yeah.
She could talk about what led her up to that.
Exactly, but she's also smart. So like
giving you a hand job.
You ever dreamed about like having sex with a porn star?
Of course. I mean, they
like,
dreamed about it.
What is your favorite porn star?
Right now, I like a Bella Danger, that little young chick.
It's crazy, right?
And I met her, and I kissed her on the cheek and everything. And then
no
I thought
way.
about it, how many
dicks
been on this? How many dicks been slapped on this cheek? But she was such a sweetheart. Like, she was like...
Where'd you meet her?
She felt, there was at the SLS Hotel, there was a convention where it was a tattoo artist convention, porn convention. And weed convention. Yeah. And they invited me to perform where they rented out the whole hotel. And she was there with, I think, her sister and a few friends. And then she was like, this is my sister. And she was such a sweet, like a radiant chick. Like, she was radiant. You know what I mean?
Man, dude, I wanna meet her so bad. But, like, my favorite porn star is not doing porn anymore. She stopped. Her name was Tia Bea. Tia Bea, and I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because she was the first. Let's look her up. Hey, D, do you have? Can you look up Tia Bea and put her on the screen?
Put her on incognito in case my wife uses.
Don't even
phone.
Look it up. We got a TV screen, and then I think you can put it up.
In my phone just to.
And it's old school porn, right? So it's like. But she was just hot, dude. Like to me, it was like an Italian but Hispanic chick, bro. Like she was just so bad, dude. And I remember jerking off to her.
Her last name?
Bea, Bella. Tia.
Oh, Bella.
Tia Bella, Tia Bea, whatever enunciation and pronunciation you want to use that's just how it is. So we're gonna wait till Dean pulls it up. But I remember jerking off to her videos, man. Like. Just dude, I still do it till this day. I'll pull up that old ass porn.
And now, when you do it, do you look at interracial porn or do you?
I don't have a preference.
Oh, really?
I do. I watch a Russian chick. It don't matter what race, man. Okay. So look, this is Tia Bea. Right here, dude. This one right here, dude.
Oh, really?
Oh my god, dude. Like, but she don't do porn no more, man.
Yeah, but they don't have any old stuff. I'm sure there's old.
This is an old picture of her. That one right there is an old picture of her, bro.
I've seen her before.
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you right
Tia
now.
Carrera. I'm like,
no. It's the top ones. That's the full. You see this hairstyle right there? Mm-hmm. That was the 90s.
Oh, okay.
That full head of hair right there, bro.
I could see it.
Dude, she was... I don't know why she quit,
what's her ethnic background?
I don't know. Is there a Wikipedia
Ambiguous?
On her? Does she got a Wikipedia on her?
All right, let me see. Oh, she's a Latina.
Oh, yeah. So, but she looks like kind of Italian, though, right?
Let me see what her head game is like.
You go watch the porno right now.
Let me see what she is.
I would play it for y'all.
You could just be hyping.
I would play it for y'all, but I can't because it's literally...
See, I don't like
not appropriate to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like we can't play that during the podcast.
First of all, I don't like watching.
Nah. But porn. you gotta find another one. There's another one.
Like looking at his dick throws me off. Like, I don't like that.
No, there's one that you gotta find that she is on. They're by like a pool and a rock. And she is going in, or the one in the porn store.
Look, now they say black porn star Tia Bella. This bitch is she multicultural.
Right. This is her Wikipedia. Hold on.
Oh, she's from Newark, New Jersey.
Hold on, put it back though, producer. She is from
Newark.
Yeah, pull up her wiki. Let's see. Yo, Tia, if you ever listen to my podcast,
buxom, shapely, and luscious.
I just want to meet you.
5'4" brunette stunner Tia Bella was born Christina Smith on December 25th, 1973.
Her birthday's coming up, fam.
Oh wow! And she's born on Christmas.
She was a gift to the men. Oh,
she's
dude.
mixed Greek and Spanish descent.
There you go. You see,
striking olive oil skin, Beauty started working as an exotic dancer in order to earn extra money while attending Rowan
University.
Rowan University.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Where the boys are. Wow. Okay,
yeah,
she's from New York, so she's a Jersey girl. Now I got respect for her now.
Yeah, because she's from Jersey.
And I'm looking at her video. She can suck a dick. You know what I mean?
Which one are you watching? Let me see. Oh yeah. That's the one in the porn the porn store or whatever, dude. That is. We can't. All right, fuck it. Just
show that to the camera.
I don't think we should. This is the best start of a podcast I've started, dude.
Does she have sex with black men though? That's
I can't. I definitely can't put that on YouTube.
Let me see, Bella, tell to you, because I like the dick to represent my dick. The dick in the porn, I like to be.
You know what though, dude? I've never seen her. I've never seen her fuck a black dude in a porn.
Yeah, because some women don't do it because it'll lower their shit. I learned that from a Kanye song.
Well, you know what, dude? I think. Where do we go from here?
Never fall in love with a pop star, a porn star.
Dude,
her price, yeah.
That was
wait, Tia Bella, that's her name, right?
Yeah, TIABELLA.
Oh wait, I may have found her getting dug out by a black dude.
Nah, it's not her.
Oasis and Shannon. It just came under her name.
Oh, see that. Listen, if you guys are watching this podcast, look up Tia Bea. Mm-hmm. She is my favorite porn star that does not do porn anymore. And listen, I would love to meet Tia. Mm-hmm. Not that I want to fuck her. It's just, you know what? It would be one of those like cool things. It's just be like, you know what? I used to jerk off to you when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? And that was my go-to. You know, like if there's any porn star you would.
I'm sure if she's eating in a restaurant one day or something.
I wouldn't bring it up. I wouldn't bring it up. I just give her that. I know you. I wonder if she still looks hot, man. I would love to see if she still looks hot. She's probably old right now.
She had implants.
Well,
you know, once the meat fall off that bone,
that's it. Ain't no going back.
As much as she been ran through. I doubt it.
So, what would be one porn star you would love to meet?
To meet?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not to fuck. Not to fuck. Just to meet.
I wouldn't give a fuck about meat. Who the fuck would I want to meet a porn star?
All right. If you weren't married.
Yeah, if you're married.
If you weren't married and you'd be able to fuck one porn star, who would it be?
It would be this chick we were just talking about.
Bella Danger?
Bella Danger.
But she just looks like she get into it, though, too, dude, when she does her videos.
And I was on the morning radio once with this Indian porn star. Yeah.
Wait, is this how she looks like now? Nah, that's not her.
Nah, that's Bella.
That's different, bro. All right.
This porn star.
We give up, bro.
This Indian porn star who turned to, like, she became like a big actress. Like, she went legit.
Uh-huh.
And I met her once on a morning radio show. Let me see if I could call her up. But she was beautiful, man. And she was, and that's the other thing. She was radiant in person too. Like she just had a realness. I don't know. They're like strippers, like girls that are so they're here. They're present. They're not putting up no pretense, you know. And
of course,
they're like, this is what I do, and you know.
You could take off the other screen now, Dean.
So you kind of respect them on that level.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Know, it's like you could.
I get that.
They're on Earth, you know.
So, all right. So let me ask you this question, right? And I feel like this is a question that a lot of men talk about in personal circles with their other boys and shit. Mm-hmm. Would you, if your wife was ever to give you a hall pass, would you take it?
Nah. But I'm not.
Because I feel like it's a setup, right?
Yeah, that's a setup, man. I would be like, nah, I can't. Because part of it, like, I wouldn't be comfortable with that.
Yeah. Because you know she needs a hall pass, right?
Yeah, because then that, you know, there's the technicality of that. Yeah. Then there's the energy of that. And then there's, you know, and Nah, I just wouldn't. I wouldn't want to.
You know what, dude? And I know this is gonna sound horrible, man.
It's a hard pass unless we just live a lifestyle of you do you and I do me.
Yeah, and then we meet in the middle. I don't know, man. I don't think I could ever live that kind of lifestyle, though. You know what I'm saying? Like I think about it, and I've I've had actually a relationship where I was able to, be in that lifestyle for. It was brief though. It was like 3 months. You know what I'm saying? Like where she had a boyfriend, I was kind of like the side nigga, and I could do whatever I want. Yeah. But then she got too attached, so it was like it hurt her every time she found out. You know what I'm saying? So like even
it's hard to do because it's hard to do that unless you already down like that. You get down like that. If that's just you can't just be a square and then expect to be a swinger the next day. You get what I'm saying?
I think it was a lot of my upbringing though, man, because I grew up Jehovah's Witness, so like. When I started having sex and I realized that was a thing, I was like excited about it, and then I was like, I can't do like I'm a bitch nigga. Like I can't just start fuck you the next day knowing you sucked a dick yesterday.
You sucked a dick, So unless you just a jump off. Yeah. Like I would go to a swingers club. Yeah. But not with my wife, the chick, but if it was a friend, like we was a jump off and this chick we was fucking and we was just fuck partners and we drink, we fuck, but we ain't no feelings about it, that's who you would take and have fun. And then I could see her fuck another nigga and not be and get in my feelings about it.
That's different. Yeah, you're right.
You know?
What if your wife came up to you tomorrow and was like, I wanna fuck.
This is the last time you can use my wife. No, I'm kidding. My wife's a saint, man. My wife's a saint.
She's a good person.
She's good people.
What if your wife came up to you and was like, yo, I wanna fuck chicks with you?
If that's what she really wanted. Yeah, if she was real and wasn't like just trying to
appease you or something,
like be different, but if she in her nature was like, damn, this is real, I wanna, cause then and it would give me cause that would another side of my brain. I would look at her a different way, and be like, what? Now if she tell me she want to fuck another nigga, then that would swing me the other way. You feel me? Gotta get my right brain, the other part to get my left brain. You feel me? So yeah.
Dude, it's so crazy, bro. Think about all this shit, man, because it's like it's tough now, dude. Like now that I'm dating, man, like all these questions arise and shit. Like I was dating this girl, man, and she was cool as fuck, but the first day that we hung out, like she finger banged the chick in the hotel room.
Oh, wow.
Before I got up to the room, and it was like, and she was like, "Yo, I'm down to fuck chicks," and it's just like it's a lot of things to process because it's like I don't know how to, I don't know how to handle any of that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm 34, man. Like I've done cool shit. Like I fucked 2 lesbians. Like that's like a goal in niggas' life. And shit. They weren't the best looking girls. They were my size, nigga, but it still counts.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's different.
It's just, it depends on what kind of personality you have, because it's what's good for you is not good for me. Like I like a freak, but not a freak that freak. You know what I mean? I don't like if I met a chick and she was like fingering bitches and I would probably put her in a certain category until she'd have to impress me on another level where I'm like, because I wouldn't judge her, but I would put her in a certain category. Like, oh, this is gonna be. I'm not gonna take her home. I'm not thinking of this chick to take home for Thanksgiving with my mother and make my mother cook. But she would have to be an exceptional human being to make me see her in that way. Like then I'd have to start noticing other shit about her. Like, oh, this bitch is philosophical. This bitch.
Yeah, like she knows the Bible verse.
Yeah, she know, or like at least something that. That I'd be like, oh, I can hold on to as far as, philosophy or life, way of looking at life.
Man, I don't know. I don't know what it is about me, man. I've been having bad luck dating, man. Like,
how old are you?
I'm 34, so I'm still kind of young.
What do you want though? Do you want a wifey or something? Somebody that
I'm down to be locked down. You know what I'm saying? But I want a chick that wants me to lock her down, and the chicks that want me to lock them down, they're not okay with my lifestyle, which is like always on the road. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I live like it, man. Like we live on the road. Like that's how I make my money. Yeah. And just and when I'm in town, I'm still trying to find work to supplement the lifestyle that you know, like that I'm trying to give us, you know, because when I'm on the road, I want to be able to fly you to a city, and that costs money. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, whenever I fly cities, they buy my flight and hotel, but bitch, your flight's not included. Yeah, I'm the talent.
You'll be paying you. If I fly you, and that's just a paid vacation for both of us, you know.
That's the problem, man. So it's like, the chick that I was dating, just the last chick that I was dating, right? She I flew her to a couple cities, like I flew her to Dallas and I flew her to LA. She got flued in. And you know, it was dope. Every time we hang out was fucking amazing, man. But then it was like, you know, we just like stopped talking. Like she got busy in her life and shit, which I'm cool with. But then it's like, yo, like not even a text, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like how you doing? You know, like, and it's just because I'm still an emotional ass nigga sometimes. So I need that security and shit. So I don't know, man. That's that.
And you want a chick,
it's just, you know, this day you got lucky, man. What, 25 years and shit?
Yeah, I got lucky, man. I actually met my wife at the Miami Improv when it was upstairs.
Yeah.
And she used to come to the show all the time with her mother. One time she came with a male friend of hers.
Were you doing comedy at that time?
Yeah, I was doing comedy.
Okay.
I was actually the regular host. That's why I saw her at least 3 times there. And then the third time I saw her, you know,
I can't miss this.
Her number. She asked for, you know, and we just started hanging out. And we've been cool. We've been down and dirty ever since, man. You know.
Hey, man, how many kids?
Been 2, but we just started having kids. We had kids, my 1, 6, and 4.
So did you plan that? Like, you guys planned not to have kids?
Oh, yeah. We
was it like a mistake?
I was pulling out like a motherfucker, man, for years.
And
but then once we decided, I planted that seed. I was like, okay, it's time.
It's I forgot what comic.
We didn't get married yet, but we got married a year ago, but we had our kids before we got married, but our kids were planned, you know. We like.
There's a comic, from, man, I forgot what his name is, dude, and he's so fucking funny. He does this joke where he has sex with his wife, and they were trying to have a kid, and then like he came in her, so he looked like he felt like he wanted the World Series, and he looked at her and was like, "You're welcome," and like gave her like the little. I fucking love that. Every time I hear him say it, I fucking die laughing. But yeah, man, I don't know if I'm ever gonna have kids, man. Like that's a conversation I had with my mom.
I think I had mine at 44, so a lot could happen in 10 years.
I get it, dude. I just don't know, man. Like I'm so focused on my career.
Yeah.
You know, like
that, you know. It'll come around. Like me, I'm telling you, I traveled, I did everything in my 30s, 40s. I didn't want to have kids, and then, you know, by the time I was settled in my career enough, I, you know, was stable enough, then I started having kids. And
you want any more, or these two are?
No, I don't, because it's so much work.
Yeah,
even if I make so much more money, it's still the time that you have to do and the energy, and I want to, and I like to be present with my kids because I don't want the world raising them without, you know.
Yeah, and have the world just put in the thoughts and
put the thoughts and the patterns and shit in their heads. I don't want that.
That's the thing. I don't think, like, maybe I'm talking shit now, man, but I don't think I would be a good father right now. You know what I'm saying?
Because of your lifestyle.
Yeah,
not because
like
of
I could
lack of
like
love.
I could afford it. You know what I'm saying? But like, do I want a kid right now where I'm just gonna keep going on the road? You know what I'm saying? Like perfect example. You know, Carlos Mencia, great father. He has 2 kids. He just had his recent one 2 years ago. He's like 52 or something like that right now. And you know, great provider. They go to an amazing school that he pays $20,000-$30,000 a year for. But he works every single weekend.
Yeah, but you think about it. A weekend is 3 days.
But he leaves Wednesday. And he doesn't come back till Monday.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah, because we do Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So that's 4 days. And then we got to come in Wednesday night for press. So and then we fly in Monday morning. Yeah, dude. So we fly in Wednesday to whatever city it is. We do. We wake up early, do the press Thursday through Sunday, like do shows Thursday through Sunday, and then Monday we're on the very first flight to fuck back home.
Well, at least he gets 3 whole days. But
but they're going to school, so they don't see them till night, and then they still got to go to sleep at a certain time to get to school. So it's like, so technically speaking, you probably have about 2-3 hours of good quality time with your kids.
Wow, because I thought as a comic, like as me as a comic, I usually go out Thursday and you come back Sunday, and then you get to spend all those extra 8 hours, 24 hours a day with your kid.
Nope.
You know.
Nah, man. I mean,
Carlos works more than I do.
Yeah.
But I like to work a little bit more than my lifestyle. I don't need to work.
Yeah.
Like money. Like I love to pile up money, but experience and lifestyles is important to me.
Yeah,
but I do like traveling. I like being in different cities too.
I enjoy it, man, but like it's hard. So I've been to every state, right? Mm-hmm. I've been to almost every comedy club across this country, right? Mm-hmm. Even the closed ones, like the ones that close and shit. And there's certain cities I love going. Mm-hmm. And then there's certain cities where I'm just like, fuck, I gotta go to there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there's not a lot of those, but there's some that and I hope, and like, I'm sure you've been to some cities where you're just like, man, fuck that place. Like I hate going to Chicago in the wintertime. Love the beautiful city. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But fuck is it cold. Yeah. God damn, dude, the moment you get off that plane, you're just like, nigga, why do you guys live
Chicago
here?
Chicago is a crisp cold. It's like
it's different.
Sweet cold, like a fucking
people don't
smells cold.
It's two different types of colds, man. Mm-hmm. Like New York cold and Chicago cold.
You got that wind, that lake cold.
God, bro, it's ridiculously cold, bro. Like I just and I always complain every time I learn, like, why the fuck do people live here? Yeah, you gotta wake up every morning, start your car, let it run for 10 minutes, scrape all the snow off the nigga. Like, why do you have to go through that every day?
Yeah, man, they don't know no better. I didn't know any better until the 11th grade, growing up in New Jersey, and I took a trip to California, Los Angeles, and I saw people on the beach at Christmas Eve. Yeah. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing in New Jersey? Going through this shit. Yeah. When I go to college, I'm gonna go where it's a warm climate. So it was either California or Florida, South Florida, and I saw that there was an art institute of Fort Lauderdale. Yeah, and I said, "There I'm going."
Yeah, and you were like, "Fuck it," you just
pack my bags, and I was spring breaking ever since.
I just, I didn't get it, man. I didn't understand why people would not move to a warmer state. Yeah. And it still boggles me. Like, I ask people all the time that I've been here 30 years, and I'm just like, "Have you been to Florida?" Like, yeah. But like, you don't have to go through any of this shit, right? Yeah. Like, I like the fact that I could wake up 5 minutes before I'm supposed, like just 5 minutes before when I'm supposed to leave, brush my teeth, get changed, and get in the fucking car and go, and not have to worry about waking up an hour before, scraping shit off. Dude, it's ridiculous. I can't.
But if you working in New York City or something, or say like if you were on the comedy scene in New York City, you need a change of seasons. You know what I mean? I don't think the New York comedy scene could happen in Miami. You know what I mean?
I don't think so, man. I don't think so.
You need that change of seasons, that grime, that, because what I've noticed when I was up north, though, the change of seasons reminds me to change. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like once it starts getting cold, I just get a different renewed, just renewed energy. Like, okay, things are gonna change now. I need to change with it. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah. But Miami, you're just like,
what is the difference between the New York comedy scene and the Miami comedy scene, since you've done both?
Well, Miami is a good starting ground. Yeah. It's multicultural enough, and they don't give a fuck enough about you. Yeah. That if you have to really be funny to be successful. You know what I mean? It's like, it's a good way to get beat up, to spar. Yeah. And then you go to New York and
you're ready for battle.
It is what it is, yeah. But in Miami, you can pick up a lot of bad habits, like just talking about your dick all the time, or your pussy all the time, or local fucking jokes.
Yeah, I learned that the hard
Cubans, way. But then you go to New York and it's like, I can't do this hack shit.
Yeah, I learned that shit the hard way, bro. Like, fuck, dude. I did a show in when I first got on the road with Carlos, man. I did a show in Birmingham in the Stardome. You been to Stardome? did the Stardome, and I was cocky, bro, because I was killing it in North Carolina and Chicago, and then Alabama was the third week of our tour. And I get there, and I'm just cocky as shit, and I look into the audience, all white, right? Like, not even black people. Like, this is all fucking white people.
Really? In Birmingham?
Yeah. Because so it's weird because Stardome is more of a black club than anything else. But for some reason, Carlos brings in the white, and there's a couple black people here and there, but there's also, like, you know, some Latinos here and there, but it was mainly white. Dude, I'll tell you right now, bro, I ate a dick every single show. Wow. Every single show. And Carlos laughed at every... He was the only one. Like, you can hear him in the back just, ha, ha. And it was, dude, hilarious. It was the worst feeling in the world bombing in front of sold-out shows. And I talked, and then he sat me down on Sunday after the shows, and he goes, I told you. And I go, what do you mean? He goes, I told you that the shit you do in Miami ain't gonna work everywhere. And I was like, damn. And he goes, you need to start telling stories or figuring out what it is you want to talk about, whether it's your mom and dad. And that's when I started doing.
I like when you talk about your father and shit. I like that material.
I slowed down on it because he passed away, and I kind of felt at fault about it, you know. But my therapist is like, it's not your fault, but I'm like, yeah, you know, kind of is. I'll tell you the story later, or I can say it now.
Yeah, if it's depressing, nah, it's I don't want to be depressed. Sad ass story,
right? It's so sad, and everybody's gonna be like, "This is supposed to be funny." I'll tell you the short version. That's not depressing. Never got along. I was recording Heart of the City for Kevin Hart, and me and him got into an argument, and then I went to go film, and I got a phone call. After filming that he was in a coma, a medically induced coma, and then he survived it, like came out of it, but didn't remember shit, and then passed away. So it was like,
what, did he have a stroke? You said?
Yeah. He suffered from a lot of shit, man. Like he was diabetic. His kidneys, he was on the kidney transplant list.
Damn.
He had high blood pressure. The dude was all fucked up.
Damn.
Like he was all fucked up. So like. That's why, like, my parents and everybody's like, it's not your fault. Like, it was going to happen either way. But I'm like, I kind of pressed on the gas pedal a little bit, you know? Because we got into a bad fight. And, you know.
Yeah, but one fight don't.
But, nigga, we've been fighting.
Don't give him blood pressure and high.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Like,
yeah, I get it. We've been fighting since I was a kid.
Diabetes. Your brother, you know.
I have a joke where I go, I used to be at the gym at school, and I wasn't on the football team, but all the football players were working out, and they're like, why the fuck are you here? And I'm like, I'm working out. And they're like, you're going to be on the football team? But like, nah, I'm trying to whoop my dad's ass.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's just, and it's actually a true fucking story. I tried I was a fucking, by junior year, I was fucking, I six-pack, I was jacked up. Ran fast as fuck, played great baseball, man, and then I just, you know, got married and started eating McDonald's, nigga. That's all I could afford.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
I was homeless, nigga. I was homeless.
Damn.
My dad kicked me out at 16. I was homeless. And you ever homeless at all?
Nah.
Now you had good parents?
Yeah, I was. That's one thing. I'm fortunate. I never had I had to worry about sleeping at night or none of that shit.
Yeah, dude. I slept in my car for 2 months, and then my neighbor, Juice, he was, you know, I think he was a drug dealer, dude. I'm pretty sure he was a drug dealer. Juice found me in the streets one time and was like, yo, and I was living with my wife in the car.
Damn.
Nigga, that's how
she really loved you, my nigga.
Nigga, maybe it was young love, nigga. Like it was young love. And then he was like, yo, I got an apartment that's empty, and I got an air mattress. And then I just lived in an apartment, squatting there for fucking 3 months until I got back on my feet. It was tough, bro.
Damn.
It was a tough ride, bro.
Damn. Why? What'd you do after high school? You like?
I finished high school. I still finished high school, and then I went straight into. I was working at Wendy's, man.
Oh, okay.
I was working at Wendy's, and then I got into a call
eating
center.
Wendy's.
Dude,
stop walking to Wendy's.
start taking a bus when it was 3 blocks away and shit, but I was still waiting on the bus. Nah. Wendy's. I blame Wendy's and McDonald's, man, because I would eat free food. and that's what I would survive for the night for as far as dinner and shit. Yeah, dude. But it was.
I used to eat a lot of McDonald's back in the day.
Word.
Every day.
What was your choice and what was your poison?
Big Macs. You know what? Because they used to have an Olympic game when the Olympics came to make that. Yeah. And if the America win, you win. Yeah. And I think that year, Atlanta was the Olympics, and if you scratch it off and America wins that event, you know, if it's gold, you get whatever's on the card. Yeah. And America was killing it that year. And we was scratching off, so we would go from one McDonald's to the next McDonald's to the next McDonald's and just be winning. It was food. You would win the food. Like you'd get free fries or you'd get a Big Mac or whatever was on the scratch-off card.
Dude, that's fucking...
But then we'd order have to order like a drink for 52 cents and then you get all this shit.
That's how old you are, man, when drinks were 52 cents. 2
cents, bro. Y'all remember that. A small drink was 52 cents.
Now it's like $1.25. It's crazy, damn. Bro. Damn, how old are you now?
51.
51, man. You lived... Yeah. You lived a long life, brother.
Yeah, bro.
And I'm glad you're still here because I know you went through that whole...
Brain surgery and last year. Yep.
And I don't want to bring the podcast down, but it was very dark in comedy for a while, man. We were all like, I'll tell you, dude, the love and like everybody called each other like, yo, Kyle's in the hospital, man, and I'm pretty sure your phone was blowing up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just like, and dude, that donation blew the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like I put a little $25, nigga.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
But I remember when I was gonna donate, I see it wasn't Kevin Hart's name, right? It was under somebody else's name.
No, it was Kevin. Kevin Hart put his name.
Oh, he put it under his name. So I saw that, and
Dave Chappelle didn't put on his name.
No, it was his wife's name. Right? Yeah. That's what it was. It was Dave Chappelle's wife. And I saw it, and I was like, nigga. Like my $25 don't mean shit. But I wanted to support, man, and I always try to support whenever there's like a real GoFundMe for a comic.
Yeah.
Like Kenny Ortega.
Yeah.
Fucking passed away, man. Cool kid. Mm-hmm. And I remember hanging out. Like you've hung out with him before.
Yeah. Kenny opened for me once at a casino in Connecticut.
Dude, he is. To me, at least, the experience I had with that dude, he was such a cool dude, bro. Yeah. And we would smoke cigars till like 5 a.m. at a bar. And I remember him asking me, because I was 500 pounds. Like, I was, like, Kenny was bigger than me.
Wow.
Like at this point of our lives or whatever, if he was still here, he would be a bigger person. But, and I told him, I was like, dude, because he
Kenny more big,
like
round way. You more big out way.
Yeah, it's just right here. You know
you just got a
pillow. Like if you look at my legs, I got a skinny nigga's legs. Yeah. Skinny nigga, like you know what I'm saying.
Your core is probably still muscular, but
it's in there somewhere.
Extra padding. Go plant based, all that shit will drop off. I'm telling you, B.
Dude, it's he asked because I was 500 pounds, fam, and he asked me, he goes, dude, like I remember, and I was like. I just got tired of it. I would get on planes, and I wasn't getting upgraded, nigga, because I was brand new to this whole traveling shit. And people would just stare at me on the plane, dude.
I hope this big motherfucker ain't sitting next to me.
It was embarrassing, dude. And I was like,
Did you shower though? Were you bathed?
No, I always showered before I got to a
stank motherfucker.
Nah. All my exes could tell
and
you.
I heard that a lot of fat people, they take extra shots because they don't want to be
I don't like that stereotypical shit. Listen,
motherfucker.
Let's be real, okay? I'm gonna look at the camera right now. Me and this camera right here, okay? Fat niggas sweat. Well, you know what, dude? I'm not gonna say every fat nigga because I don't sweat a lot.
Yeah.
So I don't really smell, but I still take that extra shower and that extra precaution, you know what I'm saying? And, especially when I'm having sex with women, I'm just like, I don't need a bad story out there, fam. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need, there's probably one or two where they're just like that nigga.
Fat men everywhere.
Yeah, nigga, there's niggas, and like, try to dress up, fat people. Yeah. Like, try to look nice. Like, you don't have to, like, I can't wear pants like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have to custom it, because.
Oh, shit.
Because they'll sell you pants, but like they're big, like the old school baggy rapper kind of shit. And I hate fat niggas that with shitty shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And the shit's busting out the sides. Oh, just try, niggas. Please, just try. Maybe we could get more pussy, nigga. But ever since, did you remember how I looked like when I first started? I used to dress like that. With the baggy pants and the fucking, and just like didn't really care what I had on, nigga. And now you can't.
Always wear sweatpants and shit.
Well, now I got now I wear sweatpants. Mm-hmm. But like they're nice sweatpants, you know what I'm saying? And they're like they're fashionable and shit. You know? So like it's not.
They ain't just sitting on the couch.
Yeah. Like you be like, oh, this nigga going somewhere. Sweatpants. You know, with some like I know I got forces, but they're dirty. But like usually I always got some fresh J's or something. Man. Like so fat niggas, I'm imploring you. Try a little harder, man. Like it's real. There's a lot of women that like fat niggas. It's just they've had bad experiences. You know. So I don't even know where we were going with this story.
Yeah, and fat cheeks, keep doing what you doing, cause you all right with me.
Who's fat cheeks?
Fat chicks.
Fat chicks.
Fat chicks.
You know what, dude? I got a problem with this shit, man. Like, look at that. Look how bad that shit was, dude.
Oh wow, you look older and fucking.
Look at that.
Damn.
Look at. I still got a double chin, but it's
you look
not,
like the eulogy. You look like the obituary of a Latin comic that passed.
Dude, that was like while I was trying to figure out how to lose weight, man.
Wow.
Scroll down a little bit.
Look like your GoFundMe page. It's your GoFundMe picture.
Look
bro.
That wasn't that bad. But like you could just tell the difference.
That was
man.
your pregnancy photo. That's before the abortion.
Yeah, for sure. Like, but look at how I used to wear clothes back then, with just horrible. And then I just figured out, man, like I don't need to look like that no more, man.
Yeah, that do look little.
There's clothes for fat niggas out there. You just gotta find it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yo, why do you even spell Cisco with a Q, fam? It's Cisco.
This nigga thinking about Drew Hill.
God damn, man.
He thinking of thong Cisco.
I hate when motherfuckers come up to me and they're just
Cisco,
like,
Cisco, you should do your hair blonde too.
Nah, I thought about it. Like he didn't even realize he spelled my name wrong. I'm about to fire this producer, nigga. Anyways, so I have nothing against fat chicks, but I feel like my problem is, it's always one-sided. Like everybody body positivity when it comes to a big chick and shit. But then when it comes to fat niggas, be like, lose weight, motherfucker.
Yeah, get your big ass out the way. Yeah. Get your big ass in. Go boxing, motherfucker.
This nigga brought
Go
up.
plant-based.
What is this? This is your IG. What is this?
Oh yeah, this is my glory days. Back when I used to, cut a rug.
You used to cut a rug?
Yeah,
Wait, okay, wait.
That's me right there.
Wait, you were the backup dancer.
Yeah, backup dancer.
Dude, you was killing it though.
And I fucked up right there, and I choreographed this routine.
You fucked up.
Yeah. My whole crew was mad at me. They were mad because I choreographed the routine and fucked it up on national television.
Oh my God, that is fucking. Who's that dude rapping though?
This is my man Mario. Me and him we grew up together in Perth Amboy. And he's always been a pretty boy, get bitches. Women are just attracted to him. Like
light-skinned motherfucker.
He was a light-skinned Albie Shore nigga looking back in the day. Yeah. And me and him used to dance. We was in hip hop, so we used to dance in Miami nightclubs, like back in the 80s, forming circles, showing off our shit. So we were known for dancing in nightclubs, and then somebody said, "Yo, there's a rapper looking for some backup dancers." Actually, no, go back. There was a dude who wanted to put on a talent show at Miramar High School, and he needed backup dancers. And he looked like Big Daddy Kane, but he needed a scoop lover, scrap lover. And then me and Mario, we did a routine, and then next you know, my dancing career was popping from there. You know what I mean? And then there was another rap group found out about us, and then they got signed to Nasty Mix Records, which is that's Baby Got Back. Who sings? Sir Mix-a-Lot's label, and he signed a Nasty Mix, and they saw how the women would react to Mario. Yeah. So then they said, let's make a goofy song for Mario, because that's when Vanilla Ice came out. Yeah. It was like that was the the corny age of hip hop, young and the people. Well, Young MC actually could rap, but you know, it was more softer music. So they said, let's make Rap Mario the forefront, and they made this song "Whip It Baby." And then I became a backup dancer for Mario, and then we found this guy. He was like a Haitian kid who danced in the nightclubs. And we were like, yo, we booked this gig in L.A., Party Machine, you want to come? So this was like his first time being on a plane to L.A.
Yeah.
And, you know, we were at the Paramount Studios shooting.
Dude, so you ever like dance battle at the club, like where it got serious though?
Oh yeah, I used to dance. I used to battle in the clubs all the time. But then we went up to New York, and you know, because back then we would dress the same. Yeah. You know, we had clothes made with the African medallion, you know, the long, you know, fat boy clothes.
Yeah.
Like look like dresses and shit. But then we went to we were at a party in South Jersey, and there was these young dancers from Philly. Yeah. And they saw us in the corner, and then they came out, formed a circle, did like a few moves, did a flip, poop, and just roasted us. And with one move, killed our whole shit.
Get the fuck out of here.
And we just stopped dancing. We was... we just put our back to the wall and
fill my drink.
It just stood there with our drink on our chest.
Y'all
niggas roasted the shit out of us. But we bit their move, though. We bit one of their moves.
Oh, you took it?
Oh, yeah. It was one of them shits where you do a flip and then your man, you catch your legs and he fall and he come up and pop up and
Yo, that's fucking wild, bro. I wish. Can you dance now still?
I couldn't dance back then, man. I just
wait. What?
I couldn't.
You were in the
It's just one of those things. I think I had so much confidence that people just let me do it. It's like, hey, he up there. So
oh my god, nigga, that's hilarious.
Because look at that routine. I wasn't doing shit in there.
Oh my god, dude. I think we lost the camera, but whatever.
Yeah.
Oh man, that is fucking funny as shit, dude. This nigga said I could dance it, dude. Oh fuck,
be
dude.
Real, 'cause I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh my god, dude, I can't, dude. That's fucking hilarious, man.
Because whenever we would see real dancers, I would be like, oh shit, I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? I knew the difference.
Oh my god, that is so fucking funny, dude. Mm-hmm. I think that is the funniest shit I heard today. Like, I can't. Like I said, I couldn't dance then. Oh man. So you danced. Well, you tried to dance. And then you did. Then you worked for TV, right?
Yeah. Because my thing, I used to be a graffiti artist, so that was like art was always my thing from a kid. I was into art.
Oh, you told me that they just scrubbed one of your shits off in Jersey,
they
right?
Just buffed one of my because I used to write Seek, SEEK.
Yeah.
And sometimes I would do a SK in a bubble letters.
Yeah.
And I would do it on the bridges, like all the underneath bridges. From Staten Island down to New Jersey, you know, highway 287.
That's dangerous though,
and,
bro.
No, you just climb the thing, and then you just spray where the bridge meets the hill, like so you're there and you just write your name under the trestle.
You ever get caught?
We got chased a few times. Got chased but never caught.
Damn.
We got chased once, and then my boy ended up getting caught. Because we bought him as a lookout, and he ended up ratting on us. Because we all met back at my friend's house, and then the phone rings, and it said, "Terrence, where's your brother? Huh? He got caught spray painting." And we like, "Oh shit, he got caught.
He snitching."
Yeah, and you know what's so weird? He went on to play football for Yale University.
Oh, nice. So he wasn't that good.
Yeah, he wasn't that. Yeah,
like he was good, but he wasn't that good.
He used to be fat, but then he
toned up.
He toned up and grew to like 6'6" or some shit.
Yeah.
Just went on to play football, but he used to be a fat motherfucker. We used to call him Baby Whale.
Baby Whale.
Yeah, no pun intended.
No, I don't give a fuck.
No disrespect, bro.
I don't give a fuck. All right, so What were you doing for the TV station?
Yeah, I was a art director. Like once I found out that you could do graphics electronically, and I originally started at Channel 4 NBC, doing news graphics, and then you do all this shit like see the Photoshop.
So you make your own flyers now, or you?
I do all my own photo
flyers.
You
save money on that shit. Yeah. That shit cost me $50.
Wow, yeah, I could have done that shit on Photoshop for nothing.
Yeah, and that's easy.
Just
like
take
it was
your headshot, boom, boom.
Yeah,
that's super simple.
Yeah, so that's I was just picking with the font because
you add a little filter on there to effect on that shit.
So what's funny about this logo?
But it looks good though.
Nah, yeah, man. I envisioned this right, but when I told the designer, his Eric Rosenbaum, you know Eric, right? He does the merch for everybody, Southgate Designs.
Oh, I'm not.
Whatever. He does like the flyer for the improvs and shit. So I told him what my vision was to make me look like I was on TV, and I want the weird to pop out, and then the other things to be kind of like a whatever, right? Yo, when I told him that, the first edit he gave me was literally a fucking a TV with my face in the TV, and I was just like, I was like, I can't do this shit. We gotta stop because you're blocking that camera. Oh, you got me directly. Okay, my bad. But they could probably see your asshole. Yeah, right. It's all right. We got the other camera back up. Ooh. All right. Yeah. So we just got that camera, and that camera was.
I feel like I'm in an interrogation. Like this is the first 48.
Right.
In this
I
room.
feel like that show is weird, man. Have you watch it a lot?
Yeah, I used to watch it, but then I got tired of like
it was the same shit
over and over.
Same shit.
And
once you see that soda on the table, fam, and the cigarette, like you want to smoke, and then you start smoking, you're like, this nigga snitching, dog.
Yeah.
Or he's telling that he did it,
And then I feel guilty about, just the black entertainment off of black suffering, you know what I mean? And black.
It's weird, man, because I did a podcast where they were like, where do you think people are learning racism? And I could tell you that I learned about racism through Cops, right? Because there was two different shows when I was growing up that I just watched religiously, and it was two popular fucking shows. It was Cops and America's Most Wanted, right? So Cops would show mainly black and Latinos. Very rarely did you see a white dude, and if you did, it was a fucking trailer, trash fucking white dude, right? Then you watch America's Most Wanted, and it was sophisticated white people doing, fucking blue collar crimes and shit. That's what they would call it, blue collar crimes and shit. So when I grew up, I was like afraid of black people because I was like, yo, like these niggas out here robbing niggas. And then I see white people and be like, he probably robbed a bank or some shit through the computer. So it was like, I was just explaining to the guy that racism is taught. It's not instilled in you by birth and shit. Just because you come out white, you don't come out and say I hate black people.
Society sends you subliminal messages too. Yeah. Like just based off the movies they give you and the different thing. Like, it's Christmas season now, and I hate telling my daughter there's Santa Claus. You know what I'm saying? Because,
it's dumb, dude.
Because you already get them to think the white man going to give you something. You already get to trust them. Yeah. You know what I mean? Could you imagine white kids were born and the first thing they learned is the black man's going to give them something if they're well-behaved? That's already setting you up to, you know what I'm saying? And then now I'm their father who's really doing this shit, and they ain't, So what? Like, I can't even lie.
Do they still believe in Santa?
Yeah, they do. But that's my wife doing that. But for me, I don't even co-sign for her. When they be, Daddy, is Santa Claus? I be like, ask your mother. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna fuck up the fantasy for him, but I ain't gonna lie to him. I want to be the truth. Black Santa either, nigga. This is what we doing. Because I don't want to start off in life lying to my daughters, to let them. I want to be the truth and the light. You feel me?
My parents straight told me the truth, bro.
Yeah.
Growing up, because we grew up Jehovah's Witness.
Mm-hmm. So
they was just like, nigga, ain't no Santa ever.
Yeah.
Like there was like Santa don't exist. Ain't no such thing as a reindeer, nigga.
But we'll celebrate Christmas on the giving, and that's how I think we should set it up more. But I don't know.
No, we never celebrate Christmas though.
Oh yeah,
but I do agree with you on that. I feel like even though like, it's kind of sucks that like holidays is like meant to bring family together, and I feel like that should just be done regardless.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be a certain time of the year, but I just feel like it should be like one of those days, just like you were saying, man. Just like, hey, man,
festival
like, hey,
whatever.
man, look, I think I haven't seen you all year. You're a great dude, whatever. Here's my gift. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you know, from love. You know what I'm saying? But nah, bro, it's too much. It's too much shit behind all these fucking holidays, man. You know, like
too much fantasy, stress, and anxiety.
I hate Thanksgiving.
You know,
fucking hate it.
I don't hate any of them, but I don't hate them because of the festival. You know, I like the
you like the gathering and
the spectacle of it all, and you know, and the fantasy's cool too. But I just don't like some things in society are set up, and I think subliminally, like I'll give you an example. The movie Get Out. Like, I didn't think the white girl, like, it shocked me that the white girl was the evil one. Even to the end, I felt sympathy for the white girl. You get what I'm saying? Like, white girl. And that's the note they always play in our film and our cultures and our, like, you know, save the white, you know, and there's these character stereotypes that we all kind of, you know, if a black dude's is smart, he's a nerd. You know what I mean? Yeah. I got that when I started wearing glasses on stage. Then I automatically became a nerd. My whole life, nobody's ever called me a nerd until I got glasses. Then I became Kyle, the black guy with the glasses. And then I started playing into, I'm Kyle, the black guy with the glasses. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm a suave, cool nigga, but I was never thought of in that
light.
In that light, like
I get it, dude.
You know,
it's always different, man. Because I personally went through different phases. So I went through the nerd phase in middle school. Then I dated like this popular chick, and that got me like status. But but I didn't have the clothes to follow it. So I was still wearing LA Gears with the lights on that shit, right? Like I remember the first day of school during orientation, man. I thought I was killing it with my shoes, man. And during orientation, they turned that light off. And they start showing blinking. That fucking thing, and that shit lit up the fucking.
Blinking.
And
this
the teacher
nigga got on LA Gears.
Yo, nobody said shit until the teacher was like, "Whose shoes is lighting up?"
Hilarious.
Nigga, did I run to the goddamn bathroom and rip out the insoles, took the battery out them hoes, man.
Ridiculous.
Because my parents weren't gonna buy me any more shoes, and those were I didn't even choose those shoes. My mom just thought, "Yo, you got them light up shoes. You gonna kill them." You gonna kill them while my sister's rocking Adidas and Nikes and shit. I'm over here with light up shoes.
That's funny,
dude. Dude, my life's been weird, dude.
I remember my mother bought me a fake bomber jacket. You know, like the
fake
but leather. It's supposed to be leather,
but it's
with a real fox on it. And when she bought it home as a surprise, and she was so excited. She bought it from a flea market in Baltimore. And she was like, "Here, I bought you this coat." And I almost cried. Because I was like...
Because you got to wear it.
Yeah, because I have to wear... You know how many niggas I done made fun of for wearing that coat? How many niggas I done ranked the shit out of for wearing that coat? And then... And then it got so cold in Jersey, I put that motherfucker.
You were like, y'all can say what y'all want, nigga.
Me, nigga. It's cold, yeah.
Man, I grew up fucking wearing. Carlos used to tell me he used to wear his sister's jeans.
That's fucked up.
With bell bottoms and shit on, man.
Vidal Sassoons. Oh,
yeah,
I'm aging myself. That's old.
Dude. So it's just, but everybody got they,
had they shit.
Yeah, man.
But I think as you 34, so you 20 years behind me or some shit.
Almost.
Yeah. So shit got more expensive during your era,
man.
Because like me, it didn't. If you wanted to get something expensive, a shelled head Adidas was probably those were like $55. You know, but you wasn't getting $100 a night. We didn't break the $100 sneaker mark.
I never broke the $100 sneaker mark with my parents, nigga.
Yeah.
I would have to go to like a cousin's house that kind of wore the same size as me. Look through that nigga shit and be like, which one you not wearing, man? Like, but my parents were always. My dad was just not that we were broke at the beginning, but he found mild success. You know what I'm saying? Bought a house, bought another house, and he was just always trying to save money. And then
he kicked you out.
And then he kicked me out like a motherfucker, man.
Did you deserve it? Why did you get kicked out?
A child should never deserve to be kicked out at that age. You know what I'm saying? So, like, regardless of what I did,
What did you do
though? I got kicked out 3 times before the last time was like the official kick out. But I got in a fight with my stepbrother, and he showed up to my school to pick me up, and I wasn't at the location. Like, he was there for like 30 seconds before I walked out and
this
walked
out
of the car.
Before cell phones, or was it cell phone?
I didn't have a cell phone. I couldn't have a cell phone. So I walked out. I get in while I'm walking to the car, he's screaming at me in front of all my boys, and they looking like, yo, you gonna let this nigga? They start. You know how the niggas. You gonna let that nigga talk to you like that in front of all these bitches and shit. So when I get mad, I stay quiet, right? Because I start planning evil shit. Because my brain is evil. So in my brain, I was like, and nigga, that is. So yeah, in the car while he's driving me home, I start planning all my evil shit. So I'm like, well, when I get out the car, there's a big ass rock where he parks. I'm gonna grab that rock and I'm gonna fuck his ass up, right? I'm quiet. He's bitching at me in the whole car ride, right? Pull up to the crib. I get out the car and I go, hey man, we gotta settle this right now, but in Spanish, right? Cause
was he barking on you the whole car ride?
The whole car ride. But the moment I get to the crib and he sees like I man up and nigga, like I'm a little. He's a bigger dude, but I'm a little swole. And so I see that shit and I was just like, and I pick up the rock and I go, say something now, nigga. And he goes, oh, you wanna? And I go, nigga, I'm right here. Let's do this shit. My mom comes out running, crying. He runs inside, so he doesn't want to fight, right? So I get inside, and now he's like, now that my mom's in the way, I'm like, oh, nigga, you want to be a big man now, right? So now there's this vacuum cleaner right next to me. My mom gets out the way. I fucking lifted up, and I swung it right across that nigga's face and knocked him out. My dad comes out from the back, sees that I knocked this nigga out. Now he's trying to fight me.
Damn.
Oh, you a big man now? I go, man, I've been waiting for this day.
Oh, wow.
I've been training to fight you, nigga.
What was the I'm like your therapist now. What was the animosity built up with your dad though? Was he like
he was a
dick?
We never got along.
Really? Wow.
The problem with the way I grew up is that my dad's mom, he never grew up with a father figure. So my mom would whoop his ass for anything. Nigga, there's a paper on the floor, slap. There's,
Wait.
My grandma.
Your grandmother, okay.
My grandma will whoop my dad's ass for anything. Yeah. So like
some of them dudes grow up to be serial killers.
Yo, nigga, I'm surprised my dad ain't a serial killer.
Their mother fuck with him like that.
So like if this was that, like my grandma would be like, bitch, it's supposed to go that way and beat his ass. You know what I'm saying? So like that's what he grew up on, how to discipline and correct their kids. And he grew up in Dominican Republic, where nigga, you can't call the cops. Nigga, like cops would be like, yeah, whoop his ass again. He just called us. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that was his mentality. So ever since I was a kid, I feared him. Yeah, it was just a fear. There was never love.
Yeah, I get it.
So for every so every time he would whoop me, I'll be like, just one day, nigga. One day, my nigga. I remember one time he almost.
What about
drowned
hugs though? Did he hug or love or none of that shit?
Nigga, I wasn't.
Baseball games,
We used to go to a church baseball game, but they wouldn't let me play. They put me in the right field where nobody hits. You know what I'm saying? Wow. So they would never let me be part of the action and shit.
Fuck me.
Yeah, so it was like,
what about your stepbrothers? Did they get love?
I never grew up with my stepbrother.
Oh, okay.
My dad loved my my older sister Anna. So like she got to do shit that I could never do. So like lay on the bed.
Holy shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like she could lay on my dad's bed.
Wow,
Nigga, like it was four. We grew up. It was four of us growing up. So like, they all got all the love and attention.
You felt that though,
nigga. That
you saw it was.
You know, my mom.
Well, you got four.
Whenever I needed a hug, it was my mom.
3 siblings.
Yeah,
blood.
All three sisters.
3 sisters. Oh,
Three
wow.
sisters. Yeah. So I was the only boy. And then my stepbrother came in when I was 16.
I'm surprised you ain't turned feminine to try to be loved.
Nigga, Jehovah Witness, nigga. Yo, that was the worst. That was the nigga. That was be a horrible decision growing up Jehovah Witness. My dad beat my sister's ass for being a lesbian. She tried to beat her straight.
Oh, you serious?
Swear to God, my nigga, like try to beat her straight. Wow. Where she called child services on my dad. Damn. And we had to go to Dominican Republic for a year.
Shit. Was she training to fight your dad, too?
No, because she didn't go through.
Y'all should have jumped his ass. One day we going to both.
She didn't go through the shit that I went through. Yeah, she didn't go through the shit I went through. But back to that day. So my dad walks in, and I'm ready to whoop his ass. But I couldn't because my mom was like, y'all don't fight. So I pushed him on the floor. He fell, and he felt like how strong I was. And the nigga was like, oh. That's what we doing? And he walked to the backyard and he never had a gun.
I think it's time you move out, son. I'm about to kill your ass.
Nah, he grabbed his hammer and tried to tag me with a hammer.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Damn, that's a different kind of hammer.
Yeah, that. My dad was a real one, nigga. Like, you know, so we never. That was the thing.
Was he taller than you, bigger than you, smaller?
My dad did. My dad was 500 pounds. He did the gastric bypass, went down to 200, and so he wasn't fit. But the nigga had his hands was heavy,
big
fam.
Hands and shit.
His hands was like, you know, the nigga was strong.
That's something.
Yeah. So it was just we never got along, man. And just that's how that's just how life was, you know.
Yes, sir. Cause my father died when I was 2, but my best friend who lived across the street in the same neighborhood, his father would discipline him and punch him in the chest. And I'm like, shit, I'm kind of glad my father ain't dead, nigga. I ain't got to take them ass whoopings. I don't need a grown man busting my shit like that.
Nigga, that is hilarious.
You know, my mother's beating stopped hurting at 10. You know what I mean? At 10 years old, I was able to take her ass whooping. So, whatever. And then cry, then act like I was crying. But nah, but damn.
That's crazy, dude. I mean, dude, listen, at the end of the day, man, it's just, and let me clear this out because I know people were like, oh, he must have been a whore. Like, he did a lot of good shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he taught me work ethic. You know what I'm saying? He taught me not to fuck around with the government. Always pay your taxes.
And how old was he when he had you?
When he had me? Man, he was probably 30 something.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, he was in his 30s. But, you know, I always vowed to never, like, if I ever have a kid, I would never want to do any of that shit. Man.
Yeah, that's why you would be a good dad. Yeah. Like you said, you wouldn't, but you a lot of times examples, you could either go this way or that way. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was just crazy, man. Like, I remember I used to look at the clock because we had, like, a big clock on the wall. I would look at the clock and be like, man, this nigga gonna show up in 15 minutes, dog. That's funny. There's 15 minutes left of freedom. Yeah, it's like when you in jail and you got rec time. Yeah. And you just like, nigga, I got 5 minutes before I gotta go back into this
weird.
shit.
That's like, weird. You know, just somebody. Bill Hicks used to have a joke. He used to say, my dad can beat your dad. And he goes, yeah, when?
He does. Did your mom ever teach you how to swim, or you learned on your own?
No. I learned on my own. I learned. We took a trip to Florida, and they were throwing kids in the pool to teach them how to swim, and I'm like, nah, fuck that. Before I get thrown in this pool, I'm gonna learn. Rather than go through that trauma, throwing them off the deep end, I'm gonna kick my feet.
My dad was a scuba diver, man.
Oh, he was.
He taught us how to swim, but of course the wrong way. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
So like he'll let me drown and I get water in my lungs and shit. Bring me up and be like, "You thought I was gonna kill you," and then just fucking drop me again and shit. Yeah, dude. It was. My dad was a terrorist. I called him. Yeah. I did a joke about that where I called my dad a terrorist and it worked. I forgot about that joke. Where I used to call my dad a terrorist, and I don't
telling
remember.
You, B. I think it's because of his mother, the way she treated him.
Yo, my dad used to.
I watch serial killer documentaries, so I'm an expert on serial killer behavior.
You know what? Thinking about it, my dad did have that like that bipolar personality because he was an asshole at home, but everybody thought he was a fucking sweetheart. And you know what, dude? In part of him is the reason why I do stand up because we would be at parties and everybody would circle around him and he'd be cracking off jokes and everybody be dying laughing. And I'm gonna impress him and do that one day. Yeah. And I think that's why I became a fucking comedian. You know, I just wish he was able to see, because before he died, he told me like he was like, yo, like, because I did that Comedy Central shit and I was able to like tell him like, yo, I filmed for TV and shit. Yeah. Like he saw me on TV before, but it was bullshit. But to like actually see me perform, like it would have been nice to you know, because the first time he saw me, that nigga was like, he goes, you don't got it.
Wow.
Very first time, nigga, he was like, you don't got it. And then he saw me perform with Cal Cease, and then he goes, you know what, son, you on to something. And then that was like the nicest shit that nigga's ever told me in my life.
Wow.
But let's not talk about I feel like we spent so much time on my dad. We should be wrapping this shit up anyways. We've been here for over an hour. It don't even feel like an hour, right?
Nah, it doesn't.
Good conversation is hard to find, man. You know, especially with somebody that's smart like you. So while we wrapping
it's just the glasses.
It's the glasses, man. You know, what else you gonna say? So yeah, man. I don't know when I'm gonna air this, but at the end of the day, man, I hope that this podcast, and I believe it will become successful, man. But I want everybody to know where they can find you, and you know what you got going on in 2021, if you have anything.
I'm on Kyle Grooms on all platforms, IG, Facebook, all that. I have a special on Amazon Prime called Brain Humor, Kyle Grooms Brain Humor. And it's on Amazon, and also put it up on YouTube. So if you go to YouTube,
were you able to put it? Were you able to put it on YouTube on your own, or did you have to get permission?
Yeah, no, I put it.
So on Amazon, you put it up on your own.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Is that like a rough process?
Only because it just takes long, and you have to, you know, get the closed captions and all that stuff, and get the wiki page. Yeah, but it's actually not. It's pretty easy. It's damn near like just uploading to YouTube. But
and then you get paid by the amount of people that watch it.
Yeah.
All right. Did you make a good money off of it?
No. The best residual money I get, I think, is from Sirius Radio.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna start. My manager's on it, so I think at some point.
Are they been playing your stuff on Sirius?
They've offered to. So
no. Let me ask you: have they been playing your stuff? Serious?
At all?
Okay,
so
not at all.
No. What happened was, I went to go do an interview at Sirius, and the dude was like, "Why don't we have your shit?" Mm-hmm. And I'm very fucking self-conscious about my shit. Yeah. So he was like, he goes, "Man, to be honest with you, like, I'm just every time I record my shit, I second guess myself, and I don't want to put it out." And he goes, "Man, stop being a bitch." And then he fucking sent me an email. Yeah, it's just my brain is my worst fucking enemy.
I could hear something and be like, "That was great," then go, "What the fuck was I saying?"
Yeah. So he sent me an email with how to submit everything, and we stayed in contact, and then and I never did it, and then my manager was contacted. This year's been a good year for me comedically, man. I don't know if it's because I kept doing stand-up during this pandemic or something, man, but like people reached out to my management company that know me that I didn't think knew me, and now I'm getting offers and shit that I thought I would never get.
Oh, nice.
You know, so Sirius was one of them where they were just like, "Nigga, we're waiting on this shit," and you know, and I heard it's good money.
It's decent.
I heard it's good money.
Decent residual income, especially if you're not, you know, the end of the month that check come, you be like, okay.
Yeah. They're like, I have a little money. Where do they usually play your shit at? What channel? Or you don't know?
Yeah, I don't know. I know. Well, it used to be Foxhole. Now it's Kevin Hart's station,
LOL.
and then like 2-3 more, like two stations, like 3.
Yeah.
Comedy. I don't know, but
yeah, we know
they've been playing them. It's enough to make my money out. And
but
I just sent them a new album, the new album, Brain Humor. So.
Yeah. So hopefully they play more of that shit, man. Cause
they told me that they already put. I tried to get it featured too, a featured album, but we'll see.
That'd be dope, man. You know, and you got iTunes Money and shit like that.
Nah, I don't have it
on
Spotify
or anything.
Yeah,
why not, man? That's easy. Well, not that it's easy, but
just because I just haven't done it yet. I put a Brain Humor on
Amazon.
Yeah, I haven't because I had a record label that wanted me to put my stuff out with them so they could help me promote and blah blah blah. But I haven't decided. I'm like, why I do that?
I think I might do it with 800-pound Gorilla.
Gorilla, yeah.
I might. Let's see.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, their offer is the best one out of all of them. Personally, personally, from experience, like and from friends that's done it, you know, they put a lot of money behind marketing and shit like that, and it's fair. And
you get placement on like
everything,
iTunes, Apple, that type of shit. That's important.
Yeah, I mean, listen, man. There's comics that live off of that shit, man, where they just put out, like, dude, you don't even need to put out an hour. Technically speaking, there's motherfuckers that make good residual off of 15 minutes. And I'm just like, 15 minutes, nigga. I could work 3 months and have a good 15 minutes solid, to put out there. But anyway,
you know what space I'm getting into? Children's books, online books.
Smart.
Yeah,
smart, dude.
Because I have these ideas for children's books because when I was a kid, I lived on a farm in Georgia when my father died, and it was such a lifestyle that I wish my daughters could live because you get in tune with nature and all the stuff, the dangers of being on a farm as a kid and, living with animals and just respect for nature. And I put them in the short children's books I've written.
Just do it,
called
man.
Pumpkin. No, I did it already.
Oh,
I already put it in my
Yeah.
Called Pumpkin Town. But the technical part has to be done now.
Yeah. You going through?
And I'm also painting the cover, the album cover. I
love it, dude. Yeah, so. You gonna go through like a publishing company?
That's the thing, because the same person who's trying to get me on the label is the one that put me up on the thing, because they're trying to make me money.
Yeah.
But then
sure.
I'm like, then I got before I say yes, I got to step back and say, okay, can I do this on my own?
Yeah. I always do that. I always do that, bro.
You told me about it, and I appreciate it, but
if you have a few minutes, let's talk about that for a second, right? Mm-hmm. Like, do you have an agent?
No, I mean I have an agent. I'm hip pocketed by an agent.
Yeah, so you're not exclusive.
Exclusive, no.
Exactly. So when I started seeing that, like, so this is the thing, right? And I get these questions a lot from like fans, like. Mm-hmm. Who's your agent, and like, how does it work, and do you have and I'm just like, I don't have an agent because I could do the same shit they do until I get to a point where I'm too big to do it myself. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't need an agent right now and give them like fucking 15% of my money of like, like let's say I make $100,000, I gotta give them 15 grand. Mm-hmm. And now I'm talking about, okay, so now I went from 100 grand to 85 grand. Then I got to pay my manager, because manager costs money. That's anywhere between 10 to 15 grand. So now I got to pay them 10 to 15 of the 100, not the 85. Mm-hmm. So now I'm down to 75, 60 grand. Now I got to take out expenses, which is food and clothes and all that shit. Now it's another, let's assume so now I'm making all that money. Now I'm down to 50 grand. And then the government going to be like, well, nigga. You owe us a little something because I'm a business. Yeah. Now they like, you was a little successful. You made 100 grand. Mm-hmm. Let's do all these deductions. You owe me this. So people understand, like,
unless you were responsible for me, like I wouldn't have been able to get that $100 grand without you. You know what I mean? Like, either you introduced me to it and put me up on it. Now, okay, that's the finder's fee. I'll give you your 15% there, but. If it's just something that's out in the atmosphere, and then why am I gonna pay you to license it when I could? And then you're gonna license part of it? And then, no.
Yeah, it makes no sense, dude. Like that's why I tell like agents hit me up like, yo, like you want to sign? And I'm like, unless you're like a huge agency, and even huge agencies, man, like that's tough because they have so many other artists or performers that they're just gonna shelf you, because they're just locking you up for when you do blow. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm just like, man, unless I get to a point where I can't handle it myself, I'm not going to sign with anybody.
What I did like about having an agent is getting in the room on projects that you know that you're not gonna just get being in the street.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
For
it's
sure,
like,
man.
There's a Louis C.K. Because when I was in New York, I was going in on a lot of stuff. You know.
Yeah. I mean, there's
episodes of Boardwalk Empire. You know, you're just getting seen. Yeah. I even got a Brian De Palma audition for a Brian De Palma film, which I fucking. I'm sure they laughed their asses off when I left that room. That I've just so got in my head that I totally overblew. Yeah. But I'll talk about that on another podcast.
yeah. Let's do that. So just guys, make sure. I don't even know why we went off that tangent, but make sure you guys follow Kyle Grooms
because I brought up making money in other spaces.
Yeah. Because you know that's always it's always a question I get asked, dude. Mm-hmm. Like oh, how do you do it without an agent? And even the new comics. Yeah. They're like, do you need an agent? Do you need a manager? I'm like, I personally enjoy a manager more. I'd rather pay a manager because I don't have to deal with the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, pay me, pay her. I'm gonna get my money either way, and she's gonna make sure everything's good. And my manager still sends out my avails to clubs for me. Wow. So it's like my manager's dope, my nigga. Like she's cool as fuck. But
who is she?
Barb North. No, she's. Dude, if you could get in on it, bro, she's listen, I've auditioned for more shows than any other manager and agents that I've fucked with.
She's a manager or an agent?
She's a manager, but she knows she's been in the business for so fucking long. What's her name again? Barb North.
Barb North.
Yeah.
North?
Barb North. Like and she got me HBO auditions and bro, like a bunch of shit, dude. So that mean I'm doing HBO Latino because she introduced me to the producers and all this shit, you know? So anyways, long story short.
And she's in L.A.
And she's in L.A., but I mean, I'm going to move back eventually. But.
No, but now the way it is, you need someone there. Yeah. And then you audition online and shit like that.
Well, the way this fucking pandemic works, it's perfect. But, you know.
But I heard that in New York, if you're in New York, they're only hiring people in New York and trying to keep it contained in New York.
For sure. I understand that.
Because of quarantine, you know. So.
I mean, look, I'm blessed to the point where like I'm getting flued out to LA and they're putting me in a hotel and you know life is gonna be good, man. Like I can't wait for it to work out. Yeah. But make sure you guys follow Kyle Grooms on all social media. Make sure you watch his brain humor special. Kyle, you are fucking dope as shit. Love you, brother.
Thanks, man.
Definitely gotta have you on another podcast because I feel like we could do another hour of this.
Yeah, word.
All right. Make sure you guys tune in.
We keep these niggas on their toes like they in the trap. We keep these bitches in they pose like they taking snaps. We get that cockle out your coochie with comical tongue. That nigga's funny, girl, that's all I'm trying to say, huh?